Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
What's up? It's Terror Talk. We're back with another fresh and hot video.
Yup.
Yo.
And it's real hot.
It's hot and fresh
Ooh.
out the kitchen, baby.
Papa John's, baby. Here we
Ooh,
come.
Papa John's?
Yeah.
A Papa Dia?
Yeah.
This is a hot one. This is a new series
Dia.
we like to call our series in remakes. What we're going to do is we're going to take one remake movie at a time, and we're going to discuss good ones and bad ones.
Yeah.
And we're
nice
just
and
going to
good
do
things.
Yeah, nice.
And we're going to give it our rating system, which is the T's.
The T. Yes. Explain the T system,
So
please.
it's going to be 3. So we're going to have Platinum Tea.
Okay.
That's
the top tier?
That's the top tier. That's
Okay.
that good tea, all right?
No,
That's
I
the
like
tea
that.
you want in your tea.
I want that tea now.
All right? And then we got golden teas, which are, hey, check out this movie.
Okay. Golden tea.
It's good. Good tea. Then we got the brown tea.
Brown tea, not good.
Shit tea.
Shit tea.
Shit tea. It's a shitty movie.
Yeah. Okay. So what movie are we discussing today? What?
We're gonna do Wishmaster. No, imagine
Wishmaster 4.
Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
That's a terrible movie. I could already
Fuck
tell
that
you.
movie. I didn't like.
It's
that
gonna
movie.
be a brown tea for me.
It's a shit tea for
Yeah,
me.
it's a shit tea.
Shitty movie.
That's one of the worst remakes of all time.
I was actually excited for it.
I mean, you were?
Yeah, because I like
Why?
that actor. Because it was after Watchmen.
Okay.
You see Rorschach. Like,
Yeah,
that actor.
Jackie O'Haley, right?
Because when you think about Robert Englund, right? It's like he has that version of Freddy. You're like, man, I wonder how Freddy would be in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see him in Watchmen, you're like, this guy's badass. He could get dark.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he might bring an interesting, new look to Freddy or just a new thing.
And he has like that Freddy vibe, right? Like that weird, like old
Yeah,
man,
it just looks like he did
scary,
like,
spooky
you know,
guy.
like janitor.
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
remember he played in Little Children or Little. Remember that movie with Kate Blanchett? Not Kate Blanchett.
Little People of LA or something.
Little people. Little people take LA.
Atlanta.
No, he played a child molester in.
Oh.
Yeah, what was that movie? With Patrick Wilson and Kate Winslet.
No. Hard Candy.
No, not Hard Candy.
Oh, there's another Patrick
No,
Wilson.
yeah. Patrick Wilson is like cheating on his wife with Kate Winslet.
Shit.
Little Children, I believe it's called. Little
Maybe.
Children. Yeah, he plays a child molester in that
Wow.
movie. Yeah. So
Which is fitting for
yeah,
Freddy
well,
Krueger.
yeah, Freddy Krueger is a child molester in this one.
And he sucked.
It sucks, man. You know what? Everything down to everything on a molecular level in that movie sucks. Like the casting is wrong.
I think that's for me.
Everything's wrong. Like the
casting
makeup
was
is wrong.
Well, the makeup is.
He looked like a burnt tiger.
Yeah, it just looked
A lion
weird.
that got burnt.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
looked like an animal. Just kind of like
Yeah.
everything was just bad about this remake. It was.
Mhm.
I agree. The
The
casting
director-
was the worst. The director only
Samuel
did like
Bear.
yeah, he only
He-
did music videos.
And he hasn't done anything since.
No.
They were like, this movie was so bad. They were just like, we gave you the keys to the the Nightmare on Elm
Yeah.
Street, and they were like, never do movies again, bro.
Yeah.
they-
They're like, hey, you did that My Chemical Romance video,
Yeah,
right?
why?
Yeah. You're gonna take on the reins for the new
Why
Friday.
did they do that? Why
I
did they
don't
give it to? They were
know.
trying to save money.
Do you?
That's
well,
Michael Bay's
yeah,
company, Platinum
yeah.
Dunes, did
I
did
think
the
they
movie.
probably want to save money, but also,
Yeah.
I just think nobody wants to redo Nightmare on Elm Street because it's great.
It's great. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
perfect movie.
And they have such a cool story
Yeah.
coming up because
Yeah.
that movie was made to fail from the beginning.
Yeah.
And everybody pushed through and it came out great.
Yeah, it was great. And now this one was just terrible. Like, just down from the casting, you cast Rooney Mara as Nancy, right?
Yeah.
And Rooney Mara is a good actress. Very rich, by the way, too.
Well,
Oh,
'cause
shit.
she's, Giants.
Yeah,
you
she
know.
got all that money. Hey, Rooney, what's up?
Hey, call
What's
me.
going on?
Slide in these DMs.
I loved you in
girl.
Girl with the Dragon Tattoos.
I don't like the Giants, but I would.
I'd like them. What up, Rooney? No,
She's
but
watching. She's like, hey.
yeah, she's like, hey. She comments like, hey, I'm Rooney. It's a fake Rooney Mara.
She comments her private
She
number
goes like
and
this.
everything.
She's
I'm
like, hey,
oh my God.
it's Rooney Mara. He's like, hey, I'm Rooney Mara. Would you like to get rich with $1,000 a month in sales? I'm like, wait, what?
I'm like, wait, what? Can you subscribe?
Check your WhatsApp. He's like, check your WhatsApp for more details.
Once you get into the WhatsApp conversation,
Yeah.
you're going down.
You're going to hell.
You're,
He
you're
goes straight-
getting scammed.
You're getting scammed. Hey, you
Yeah.
look good.
I remember there was a dating app I was on, and it was
Yeah.
like, there was this girl where I was talking for like
Yeah.
very quick,
Then she went on
and she was
WhatsApp.
like, "Hey, you want to talk on WhatsApp?" And I'm like, "Oh,
That's the
here we
key.
go." And then I was like, "Let me see what happens." Shows a bunch of pictures. Obviously, it's not her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I gave her 10 grand. No, imagine.
Yeah, there's probably some guy in India doing
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, hey, can you send me money? I'm like, oh, here we go.
Here we go, guys. If a chick on a dating app tells you to go on to WhatsApp to further the conversation, it's a dude that is
Yeah.
trying to scam you out of money. It's not a girl even. It's a guy.
They're gonna say,
90%
hey,
of the time,
my
99.
phone bill is gonna go off. I need money so we could keep talking.
Yeah.
You know, and then here you are at a 7-Eleven in the middle of the night.
Western
wearing
Union.
shorts. Yeah, the Stop and Shop doing Western Union.
Oh shit! Damn! Don't do it. Don't get scammed, boys.
Yeah, don't do it.
Stay true. Stay strong. And Rooney Mara, don't be commenting on our thing.
If you ask me to go on WhatsApp, I might though. Just saying, I gotta
Rudy,
see.
I mean, Rooney Mara really's like, listen, all I got is WhatsApp. These guys don't want to talk to
I'm
me.
like, no, I know, right?
Rooney Mara. But anyway, Rooney Mara was a bad choice for Nancy. She's not, in my opinion,
she doesn't have that vibe.
Doesn't have the vibe. She doesn't have that
innocent,
the innocent, the
right.
vulnerability.
Yes.
She doesn't have like that girl next door quality that I
Yes.
always talk about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She doesn't have that. It's like she's a little bit rougher around the edges, which is fine. I mean, she works for different movies. That's why she works so well with Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah, because she has that edge look.
Edgy. She's edgy. She's edgy look. Like she's rough and tumbled. Like she's more like akin to more like kind of the roles that Charlize Theron is playing now. Like all these like actiony roles.
Yeah.
Like she's more of that kind of person.
Somehow
rather than
she
like
hasn't made it to Marvel, right?
Nah, it's weird. That's good though.
What she was. She was in Fantastic Four, no?
Fantastic Four.
Not the one that's coming out now. The one before. I think she
no.
was,
What was she in that? She
was
wasn't
Sue
in.
Storm.
No, that's not Rooney. No. First one was Jessica Biel.
Yeah,
The second one was
yeah.
Kate Mara.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about it. But anyway, let me not bring up that story. But anyway,
It's a WhatsApp story.
it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I can't say it. I can't talk about it, but it's so funny. I'll tell you offline. Hey, if I get 100 likes, if we get 100 likes, I'll give you my Kate Mara story. It's so funny.
Just a video just on that.
Yeah, I'll do that. 100 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Watch it be like 1,000. Like,
Oh shit! I gotta tell the Kate Mara story. But anyway, anyway, what was that?
Well,
No,
casting,
Remar. Yeah, she doesn't have like the vulnerability of like a girl next door high school like student, like kid that's just kind of shy. Like Nancy was perfect. Like Heather in Landing Camp, perfect. Like it's perfect casting. You can't really beat that. But like it didn't have the vulnerability. Freddy didn't have the. He wasn't very imposing either.
See, that's the thing with this Freddy. It's that like when you watch the old Freddy, you know, obviously the old Nightmare on Elm Streets, you miss him. It's just that character is like kind of like, "Hi, bitch, you're gonna die," you know, that kind of stuff. Those one-liners, it's gone in this,
It's
and
gone.
you're like, "Damn, that's what made him so awesome."
Yeah.
Because it's just like he's gonna murder you in your dreams, but he's saying some crazy shit to you, and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is crazy."
Yeah.
Versus this one's like very serious and just
just
like, "Oh man, I'm just gonna die." Versus with Robert Englund, I'm gonna fucking die in a weird way. And it's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
to him.
See, I think you're touching on it right now. Is the cardinal sin, the worst sin of this movie, is that Freddy is a creature or a demon that operates in the dream realm where he can do whatever he wants. He can shape shift. He can turn the ceiling into marshmallows. He can turn the floor into lava. He can make you think that you're.
He could be pizza.
He could be pizza. He could turn you into pizza.
Yeah.
He could be posing as your mom. He could begin killing you as your own mom or something like that. Like he could do everything that you're like scared of. He can tap into that and then make it like torture you. With this one, like the blades on Freddy's hand are not like his primary weapon. They're just a source of intimidation.
Yeah.
They're not like he's like but in the movie he was killing people with his blade.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that wasn't creative at all.
Yeah, it's just like you know, just like
I'm just gonna claw people. Like for the
Yeah.
first half of the movie, he's just clawing people with his blades. It's like it's a complete lack of creativity.
Yeah.
Like you have the reins to do whatever the hell you want in this movie, and then you just choose to do nothing.
Yeah.
It was just like, and then they recreate the same kind of kills in the first movie, not doing the same thing. Worse though, they make them way worse.
Well, because the thing about the first movie, let's just talk about the first Nightmare on Elm Street. It's cheesy how some of the deaths are, like when she gets pulled in through the thing, but it's creative and it's like, okay, that's kind of. But versus this one, it's just kind of like, okay, you didn't do anything cool about it.
No.
You just kind of you just went boring with it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is a homage to that kill, and that's it.
Yeah, it was like homages. Yeah, but it wasn't like it didn't have that pizzazz. It didn't have that. It didn't have that creativity and like the stuff like that really made the first movie special.
Yeah.
Everything was wrong with that movie from top to bottom. And even the lore of Freddy. In this one, they changed the lore a little bit. So with Freddy, what I thought they were going to do was something a little bit different because in the beginning, he's feigning his innocence. Like he's like, I don't know. I don't know what you thought I did. I didn't think. I don't know what I did. What did I do? Right? He's like going off.
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, you know what you did, and they murder him. I thought they were gonna go the route where Freddy's actually innocent. Like Freddy's actually innocent.
Wrongfully accused.
Yeah, wrongfully accused because he seemed like he was putting on a good show.
Yeah.
Right. That he was wrongfully accused, and the reason why he's getting revenge on his kids because it's like you think I was the one murdering and molesting your children. Now I'm really gonna do it because you murdered me. I came back to get revenge on you. This is real revenge.
Yeah.
Because in the first movie, he's the one, Robert Englund is killing all these kids. They're getting revenge on you. It doesn't work another way. You can't get revenge on me for getting revenge on you in the first place. You started it, right? You started by killing our kids.
It's not revenge.
Right. It's not revenge. Like, you started by killing our kids. We got revenge on you. You can't get revenge on us for revenging us for you.
It's just straight
bullshit.
Up. That's it.
Yeah, we're even now, bitch.
Yeah,
like, you can't be like
you can't just be like, oh,
eye for an eye for an eye. No,
when
no.
I killed your kid. I'm gonna kill you for me killing me for killing your kid.
Okay, now that you killed my kids, now I gotta come back and kill you again. Like, what is this? No, you don't get any more revenges. This is it. This is enough.
They could have gone that way, and I would have
because that would have been more like you would have made Freddy more sympathetic, which isn't the best either. But it's like, but it's something different.
Yeah, it would have been different, and we would have been like, okay, maybe we got to try this out because the casting was just really bad.
It was off. It was all off.
But back to that, had they gone that way, maybe it would have been a little bit better.
You give them real motivation.
Yeah,
and you're saying, oh well, Freddy's killing these people, but it's like I kind of get why he's doing it.
Yeah,
like
because he was wrongfully
accused. They got this guy, and they could have made him like mentally ill or something. Something of that nature. Like, you could have played into that. Like, he's maybe special needs guy, and they killed him, and then he's like coming back, and he's like, I'm gonna get my revenge. Or the fact that like you could even take it down another mythical level and say like this guy who is, let's say, mentally challenged and just loved playing with kids, they thought he was the one killing them, right? So as he's dying, he gets a demon attaches to him and attaches to souls that have been like wrongful, like the Grudge style, like wrongfully accused and stuff like that, and says, hey, they killed you. Let me be your vessel. Let me get back at those people.
Let me get you your revenge.
Right. And then it influences his soul, like taints his soul.
See, that's awesome.
That's a good movie.
That's great. And then they're like, you know what? Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Nah, we're going to do some bullshit.
Yeah, and then also,
and they double down. So when we find out at the end, we find out that Freddy was like the worst, like even worse than the original one. Like, we find out like it's a whole mystery. Like, did he do it? Did he not do it? Oh, he did it and then some. Like, they had
4K.
Yeah, he recorded all of them, and it's like it's way worse than the original Freddy was doing. Like, he was like the original Freddy. It's implied that he was molesting them. Like, he was definitely killing them. But in this Freddy, this remake Freddy, he was not only like full on molestation, but he was like filming everything too, and keeping the pictures and stuff.
So that's why you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What revenge are you doing?
And those kids were so jacked up that it was like a repression, or like they repressed all those memories. They didn't even know. Like, it was so horrific and horrible what happened to them. They blocked it all out, and then when they saw the pictures, it brought everything back again. And then they made Freddy like all like hyper, like out of nowhere. Like, at first he's just killing them, and then he becomes all sexual at the end. Like, she's like, Rooney Mara's like, F you. He's like, oh yeah, I wish.
I would like that very much, baby.
But he's saying that to the adult version of Rooney Mara, but he was into kids. Yeah, like he was a child molester, not like a. He's not a why would he? It's all messed up.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's all jacked up.
You know what doesn't make sense? It's the makeup.
Makeup.
Like, how do you look at him and be like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'd be like, bro, no, we're not doing this.
No.
Looks like a fucking tiger.
Yeah, he looked like a burnt lion.
Tiger.
He looked like a burnt lion, like a lion that they put in the oven and they set on fire.
Hey, we're doing a lion version, animal version of Freddy Krueger. Get in there,
That would have been actually more interesting if it was like an animal Freddy Krueger movie.
But yeah,
terrible.
It's from everything, from the cast, from the writing, direction.
The direction was terrible.
They pick a director who doesn't. It's just like, hey,
who directed this? Samuel Bayer or something?
Yeah. And like I said before, if you look at his history, he's only done music videos.
Yeah, he's never done any movie after this.
He did one short film that he produced.
He sucks. He's terrible. And I don't know why they picked him. Like, Michael Bay produced this movie. I don't know why they picked that guy. There are plenty of directors you could have think. Like, of course, we have our dream list of directors.
Yeah, of course.
But it's like, yo, you could throw a rock at a decent director that could have done something a million times better than this movie.
Shit, let Will direct it.
Yeah, let me. I directed Itzy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Just like the story nuances, the pacing, the writing. Like, it's like you had the opportunity to do a remake of one of the most beloved movies out there. Like, do it well, do it right, like do it justice, or like, even if it was a shot for shot remake, it would have been better than what they put out for us for this one.
But there was so much hype because everybody was excited.
Yeah.
I definitely was.
I went to the theater to see it.
I did.
I was so pissed off, man.
And remember when I first saw him, I was like, in the trailer, I was like, okay, maybe it looks better in the movies. No, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
And
but the opening kill was pretty good, though. Who's that? Freddy?
Imagine.
It's Samuel Barrett.
It's
Rooney Mara.
It's like, hey, fuck you, asshole. I think it's a good name.
It's Rooney Mara. Like, hey, I heard you talking about me. This isn't even posted yet, Rooney.
Look outside. I'm like, oh no.
I mean, we're not streaming. This is like how they know we're in a dream.
Like, oh my god, I didn't wake up from last night.
Wake up. Yeah, like even what else was bad about this movie? Everything was bad about this movie. Oh, but I did like. I'll talk about one good thing I did like, but they never played into it ever again. The opening scene of the movie, that one guy dies, right?
Yeah.
But the way he dies is that Freddy's like, killing him in the dream, but like in real life, how we see it is he picks up a knife and kills himself. And I was like, oh, are we doing it like that now? Yeah. Now, because in the movie, like you die in a certain way, right? In the dream, he
kills you.
Yeah,
or like he gets you, but
he might like eat you as a pizza, but you're asphyxiating in real life. You're like you're choking, but he's really like drowning you in some water in your dream.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was like Freddy like actually made him murder himself in front of everybody. Like he was holding his hand and guiding him to do it, kind of like a sleepwalking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, but what do they do with that? They don't explore it anymore.
Like, that's a good idea, but fuck that. We're trying to do a shitty movie, right? A shitty remake.
And another thing I liked about it, I don't know if you remember this, the micro naps.
No.
Like, so there's a point in time where you stayed up too long. If you stay, no matter if you're taking pills or anything, you stay up too long, you'll go into
like
dreams. You'll zone out and you'll go in. I like that because I've experienced that too.
Yeah, I have it too.
If I stay up too long, I'm like, oh shit, I just had a quick dream just now, and it's like 10 seconds, and I'm like, I've experienced that. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of a crazy aspect, like, because there's a time limit. Like, you can stay up a certain amount of time, but then Freddy is going to be able to get some licks on you.
Yeah.
A little bit at a time until you fully go into rest.
But yeah, that's why we think this is a shitty.
It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst movies. It's one of the worst remakes.
Yeah.
Not all remakes are bad, but this one is a perfect example why you shouldn't do remakes.
And it's kind of like it's never been attempted again.
No.
Yeah, they're like, fuck this.
They said, what came out in 2010?
Yeah, 2010 it did come out. Yeah. And they were like, Robert Englund's is it. That's
he says he can't do them anymore.
He just retired. Yeah,
he's like, I can't do them. He's like, just but he was a legend. And it shows you how it's not that easy just to do something. Even if you have the template.
Apparently, I think when he tried out for the movie, he was a famous alien on some show or something like that.
Okay.
And he said that he slicked his hair back because he was like hungover or something like that. And he put cigarette ashes under his eye to look gritty. And they're like, yeah, you're a weird looking guy. That's what we want.
He is a weird looking guy.
Yeah.
He's cool though.
But yeah, he's a legend. He's the man.
And that movie is great, one of the greatest of all time, and this is one of the worst of all time.
He's literally a horror icon as well.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of the top guys.
Absolutely. But this is not, man, and this kind of like I feel like this movie, like Jackie Earl Haley was in Watchmen and like started like his career started taking off a lot.
Yeah.
He was getting a lot of roles. Like he was always a character actor, but now he's getting lead roles because of the Rorschach stuff. Yeah. And then I think this made him take a step back because
I've never seen him ever again.
Yeah, because they were like, this sucks. Like he was on a nice track, and then they were just like, this movie was so terrible that it was kind of like,
And it's also him too. His acting is like
it's like Rorschach. He did a Rorschach impersonation. He did the same voice.
He changed mask. Yeah.
Yeah. It was bad direction because you should have did something a little bit different. Like he was Rorschach, But anyway, that's our thoughts on Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
It gets a shit T.
It's the shit T, the Brown T award for a shitty movie. Let us know below. What did you think of that movie? Are we being too harsh? Did you like the movie? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you liked it, let me know what you liked about it. Was there something that we missed out or forgot about?
You think Rooney Mara wasn't casted well or casted well? I don't know. We thought it was a miscast.
And how rich do you think she is?
Yeah, she's a billionaire, no? She's close to that.
Oh,
no?
Yeah, her grandparents owns the Giants, so.
Damn!
Yeah, well, half of the Giants, whatever.
Damn, Rooney. Call me, baby. So if you like this video, click the like button. Consider subscribing. And if you like to hang out with us and talk movie reviews, news, and analysis, things like this, videos like this, consider coming down and hanging out with us for a little bit.
And also, if you want to throw some money our way, go ahead.
Yeah, we're trying to get a date with Rooney Mara.
Yeah, we're trying to find where she lives right after this.
we're not going to be able to go in that neighborhood.
We're like, oh, Terror Talk guys got arrested.
I spent 2 days. I spent 2.
Viral.
Yeah. Hey, what did I do? I just want to meet Rooney Mara.
I can't say hi to her. What the hell?
I can't say hi to a horror icon.
I can't just look in her bathroom. What is that weird?
What? I thought this was America. All right, guys. Terror Talk out.